The Kaduna State Chapter of the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, has accused Governor Nasir El-Rufai of engaging in politics with civil servants and residents of the state. This was contained in a statement issued on Tuesday by the state chairman of CAN, Reverend Joseph John Hayab, in the aftermath of the pronouncement of a 4-day work week by the governor. El-Rufai had said the state government would begin implementing the transitional agreement in the public service starting from December 1, 2021. However, the CAN chairman urged caution, stating that the citizens of the state had been subjected to pains by this government through some of its unpopular policies. He advised civil servants in the state not to celebrate the policy until they were convinced that there was no hidden agenda behind it. The Senate on Tuesday mandated its Committee on Interior to carry out a full-scale investigation into the causes of jailbreaks across the country. This at its resolve to summon the Minister of Interior, Ogbeni Rauf Aregbesola, the Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, and the Comptroller General of the Nigerian Correctional Service, Haliru Nababa, to determine the status of correctional centers nationwide, with a view to finding out the challenges in order to prevent future recurrence. This was after a motion was brought to the floor by Senator Stephanus Giyang, representing Plateau North Senatorial District. And more stories, the House of Representatives on Tuesday asked the federal government to urgently activate response measures against the new variant of COVID-19 named Omicron. The variant was first discovered in South Africa and has since been detected in Europe and the United Kingdom. Canada yesterday announced that it detected cases of the variant, which incidentally happened to be travelers who came from Nigeria. Speaking during the plenary on Tuesday, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, said the recent developments were signals that Nigeria must begin to take immediate steps to stem any resurgence of COVID-19 cases in the country. This is as he called on the Nigerian Center for Disease Control to step up national response mechanisms to stem the spread of COVID-19. The House also summoned the management of the agency to give an update on the control of COVID-19 in the country. The House of Representatives on Tuesday also passed for second reading a bill seeking to amend the Teachers Registration Council to increase the penalty for those caught teaching without registration. The bill, sponsored by Representative Jude Idehen, PDP Edo, seeks to amend the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria Act, Cap T3 2004, to accommodate matters emerging, which were not contemplated when the Act was enacted during the period under review. Leading the debate, Idehen said the bill becomes important because it will enhance professionalism in the teaching profession by regulating and controlling the teaching profession at all levels of the Nigerian educational system, both in the public and private sectors. A non-governmental organization, known as Clean Foundation, has started to educate over 60 young people in Nigeria on the dangers associated with human trafficking and forced migration. Media coordinator of the group, Anna White, who led other members on a roadshow in part of Abuja, said the exercise is aimed at catching them young. Aiboje Iwukoria has the details.
Condemning the activities of human traffickers and illegal migrants, media coordinator Clean Foundation and White advised the students in some of the schools visited to disassociate themselves from any form of trafficking and illegal migration.
As an organization, our strategy is to build agents for change. And when you talk about agents of change, you need to start from the generations that are coming up. And so it is essential for us that we are building champions here today. And when we are talking about prevention, you are looking at methods whereby you create an environment where violence is absent.
Other facilitators also urge students to join in the fight against human trafficking.
We actually go into the youth, to the younger ones, when we get them to understand the discussion about violence against women, in fact, all forms of gender-based violence. When we begin to address it and tell them how it works and how it can be prevented, I think we are going a very long way in preventing this menace.
If we catch them at this stage, it will go a long way in eliminating most of the major challenges we have to do with not just attitude-based, which starts from this level, but also at the higher level and the older they get, so they can stick to these values that we instill them down and then understand the ramifications of their attitude.
As human trafficking remains a menace, the group says it will continue to do all to promote anti-human trafficking activities in Nigeria. iBrandTV reporting.
And away from that, Governor Dakpo Abiodun has presented the 2022 appropriation bill of 350.74 billion naira to the Ogun State House of Assembly. Abiodun on Tuesday presented the bill tagged Budget of Restoration to the lawmakers at the Assembly Complex Okemosan in Abeokuta. Addressing the Assembly members at a ceremony presided over by the Speaker Olakunle Oluomo, Abiodun reiterated his determination to give priority attention to the completion of existing projects with revenue potential and projects that can enhance employment generation. According to the governor, the total state funding is estimated at 350.74 billion naira in 2022. On planned expenditure, Abiodun explains that the aggregate expenditure of 350.74 billion naira is proposed for the state government in 2022. Moving on, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, in Akwa Ibom State says it has secured conviction for 35 out of 353 drug suspects arrested in the last 5 months. The state's NDLEA commander, Obot Brasi, disclosed on Tuesday that the 353 suspects were made up of 307 males and 46 females. She said that apart from 35 convictions secured, several cases were still pending and undergoing prosecution at different stages in court. The commander added that a total of 602.307 kilograms of drugs were seized during the period. The drugs, she said, include cannabis, sativa, cocaine, heroin, and other psychotropic substances. Still to come, the new COVID-19 variant Omicron was present in the Netherlands earlier than previously thought.